stop any drops to put down that the photon overcharge. So yeah,
Oh yes.
this slow factory here is piddling his way across the map. I wouldn't want to be the driver of that factory. It's just not the best job.
How do you even get that job? Oh, I'm gonna be the driver of a building.
That's gonna blow up.
Sign me up.
I bet he gets paid well until he dies, and then he doesn't even get to use his money. So factory is gonna float in, and this Colossus should get re-rallied so it's not spotted. And actually, oh no,
A drop will go
the
down to the main. Photon
yeah,
overcharge will go off, but I don't think it will have enough DPS to actually push this back. A couple nice force fields. He could get that medevac so close to going down.
yeah, Max barely slipping out there. That was a nice play from him though. He did force the photon overcharge, and he did bring those shields down a little bit. First Colossus is now out, and we do have photon cannons out of Game Bomber in response to those drops. And another important thing to notice, we have double forge from Game Bomber in his main base, so he's looking to really push out those upgrades very aggressively.
Chrono boasting both of those as much as he can, uh, which was really a good idea to do. And we do have charge coming out from it as well. So we're gonna have really tough zealots coming out to tank for these Colossus. Thermal Lance almost done, as well as
Max has
1-1.
now attained the key number of barracks. He's up to that 5 barracks, so that's a really important number of barracks to have in the mid game. So from here, he'll probably look to get a little bit aggressive with drops, maybe take the third. He still doesn't know that it's going to be Colossus. I think that factory might just have spotted it now, but a third most likely going to be taken out of Game Bomber.
Actually, the Colossus have still remained out of sight for right now. He will just let that burn down and take his third.
Yeah, a nice play hiding those Colossus, but it does look like there's a Viking out. I think he might have spotted it. I think the factory may have gotten a little bit of a spot on that, but I can't say for sure. 2 probes being sent out on the map, probably to put down some pylons. Like that play. It's around that time where the Terran's going to expand, so if he ever pushes out, you want to be able to punish him with zealot backstabs and run-bys.
Absolutely. Anything to keep that the Terran reacting. You don't want them to get enough time to start multitasking, doing multiple drops. Now with 3 bases, that third base being so far away, having your army split up at this point in time would absolutely be deadly.
Yeah, and actually, right now, Max had just scanned the main base of Game Bomber, and he saw the 3 more gateways being added in. He saw the double forge, and he saw the robo base. So he saw absolutely everything. Super money scan.
Now with that Templar Archives is done, a couple more gateways have been added on. Now Blink on the way for researching, as well as Storms.
So how do you like Blink? Some
Bl
players don't favor it, but what do you think?
Blink can actually be fantastic, keeping those stalkers alive even in those big battles, keeping them. I mean, they're great against armored, and they can also outrange Marine. So if you can even extend that range, just in case, oh, maybe you're fighting 1 Marine. Oh crap! Now there's 5. Blink away and run away. You can obviously outrun them, save the stalker. It's a little bit of a win, but
Psionic Storm, or Sonic Storm, whatever you want to call it, is on the way, and it will be done in about 60 seconds. So that's going to be a pivotal unit. Ghosts are already starting to come out in preparation for that, but once High Templar and Storms are out, that's kind of where this game becomes very back and forth. Neither player has actually gotten very aggressive. This is an exceptionally passive game of PvT, in my opinion.
oh yes, both just sitting back. Max having a wonderful spread of units out in front, protecting both his second and third. Uh, Gamer doing the exact same thing. Just
Look at
both.
this. Oh, we'll continue.
I was just gonna point out that it's still very passive. It could be anyone's game. Though I'm not sure what this Immortal is going to be doing. I don't know if that was a misclick or it's actually needed. So we'll have to see what's going on with that.
Warp Prism is going into the main base from Game Bomber. Or actually, never mind. He's actually just going to park this right here. maybe wait for the Terran to move out. He does have an observer right, like inside the cargo bay of one of the medevacs. So it's kind of a perfect spot because it's very hard to see that glimmer when the observer is right on top of one of your units.
Oh yes. But these medevacs are close to full energy, so they can be a definite help in the next upcoming fights, if they actually eventually happen. With these,
If they ever happen,
we
this could
could.
just be like both players just decide not to fight each other, and it's just a stalemate without a single shot being fired. That would be
By the time
probably
they
has never
actually,
happened.
by the time they eventually engage, the Terran and Protest diplomats will finally work out an agreement.
Finally, in the year 10 trillion.
But we do have a war prism now, full of zealots, ready to go. Whenever, along with 2 proxy pylons and a sensory tower right in the middle of the map.
Oh yeah, that is. Love that. More and more Terrans should do this. This is so good at spotting High Templar movement. So you won't get flanked by High Templar. But it looks
Oh,
like this engagement is going to be set up here.
this is going to be an all-in. The SCV pull. This is going to be a massive
Whoa. And the
engagement.
scan does reveal everything right now.
Now this engagement has to be perfect for the Protoss. You will pull up a couple hallucinations. You will get a couple of those ghosts. The
But the
storms.
storms!
The
Oh my goodness, landing perfect storms on all of those Vikings and the hallucinated Colossus tanking perfectly, but there's so much
oh,
bio right here.
oh man, this looks horrible for them both. The Colossus are dropping, but there's very little of that Terran army left. And this was an all-in. All of these SCVs were gone. And it looks
Yeah.
like the Protoss will come out on top.
And
And there's the
GG is
G.
called. Max taking, or no, Game Bomber. My
Mhm.
Game Bomber taking game number six. So it's now 4-2 in favor of Integrity. Wow, that was one of those games where both players kind of built up their death ball and it just kind of ended.
That was a classic no rush 15 minute.
Yeah, no rush. 15 minutes. Maybe I'll poke you in the stomach, but I'm not gonna stab you. We'll just build up a few nuclear missiles of army, and then we'll go at each other.
A gentleman's agreement.
Yes, the gentleman agreement indeed.
But an excellent SCV pull. If the I would have suggested maybe a little bit more of a split there, knowing those Templars were out and just letting them clump up like that. I think if he had more of a split, surrounded that army, let the SCVs tank more, that would have been all max.
Or maybe do some type of like triple death drop with 3 medevacs, kind of pull them out of position, and then push in with the rest of that all-in army. I just felt like a game bomber was that was kind of game bomber's engagement. Even though Max meant to set up that engagement with the pull, I feel like game bomber completely controlled it.
Absolutely excellent control, money storms, all the great. Oh, what am I doing? Getting a little bit too comfortable here. uh, anyway. Now they are finally catching up. They are seeing that absolutely amazing engagement. Even I didn't even notice the Protoss morphing them Archons in the back. Excellent use of the Templars because you don't want to lose them. They're a lot of money.
Yeah, once he stormed, he used those to turn into Archons.
Oh
It's
yeah.
always a nice way to use those High Templars once they're out of energy.
Especially when all your stalkers are dead and those Vikings are still around. It's always nice to have an Archon to shoot down those pesky little birds.
Yes, those annoying Vikings. So the score is now 2-4. Oh, there you go. You just adjusted it right then there. Oh,
Oh,
that was I was looking at the delayed stream. So I was
yeah, it's I've gotten pretty good at that.
like,
Okay, so we have SC2 Power next versus xSir. Now we will have to wait a little bit on the map.
should we just call him Power?
Power and Sir. Sir Power.
Sir Power.
Akalon.
Ooh, probably a Protoss will be put out there. Very strong Protoss map, especially in ZVP. If it's a ZVP, you pretty much get a automatic third. So
And then Xer. Well, we can invite you. And then there's Xer. So it looks like this is going to be a TVZ on Akalon Wastes. Oh, no,
ZVP,
ZVP, my bad.
yeah.
Ask if the players are ready. We got one, and there we are.
Yep, countdown has begun.
Stream switched over. Seeing the last 5 seconds of that countdown.
hmm And here we go. This is set point, match point for Team Integrity Gaming. So
Now this could be a very long game if the Protoss is able to get those quick 4 bases up and really get that tech going. It could really hurt that Zerg, or it could just go into a very late game. We could see swarm hosts. We could see a lot of Viper play going on.
yeah. So anyways, spawning in the bottom right corner as the blue Zerg, it is Integrity Gaming's SC2 Power.
And then in the top left, we're gonna have from XGS xSir.
Yeah. So this is gonna be a PVZ. Akalon ZVP tends to work out. The Protoss likes to take his third on this map right here. Such an easy third to take with those rocks. Like to secure those 3 bases and then go up some sort of timing attack. So would you say that this map is Protoss favorite? Like this is one of the Protoss's favorite maps?
Absolutely. Plus, with the middle being split up like this, it's not like Derelict where the Zerg has a lot of maneuver room in the middle of the map. This is either 2 lanes. Now, that could work against the Protoss, forcing him to stay on one side while a Zergling run by just waves as it run by and kills his mineral line. So
It,
it's very back and forth. But yes, for a macro Protoss game, yes, it's very much Protoss favorite.
and Sir is gonna scout Power's early pool. Power did a 12 over pool into. Yeah, he did a 12 over pool. He basically took both of his extractors, built 2 drones, and then built a spawning pool. So, interesting play by Power. Kinda interested where that's gonna go. Is that gonna be for early Zerglings? Is that just gonna be for a fast queen, or what is he gonna do with this? Was he banking on the fact that Sir wasn't gonna scout?
I actually would almost see that this would go into more of a macro game, getting that queen out quickly, getting that creep spread going to really maybe go down one of those lanes, really see where that Protoss is coming from.
If you look at the production tab, it's actually 6 Zerglings and a single queen on the way. So he is gonna get that queen out fairly quick, and these Zerglings are maybe gonna be able to do some damage. This is forcing Sir to not go Nexus first, and Protoss always likes to go Nexus first. It's always a nice position to be in, so kind of forcing Sir's hand, kind of controlling the pace of the game.
Now this probe will be annoying here, actually putting down a pylon right before it dies, but it shouldn't stay for too much longer. And
Actually, it didn't get canceled there, so he lost the probe and he lost the pylon.
Yes.
So I would give Power the edge at this point, just because of the way things are working out right now. I think losing that probe and that pylon, that's a tiny bit unnecessary, and I think that Power is setting himself up for a nice macro game. It looks like these Zerglings are going to try to run past this photon cannon, and the probe does not get there in time to block the Zerglings, so the Zerglings are now free to run into the Nexus, and this probe almost getting sniped right there. And Sir is playing with fire right now.
And
Power just really, that was a big move by him right there. That could have gone way better for Sir.
now this Nexus is in danger of going down. He's trying to pull those Zerglings away with that probe, and he does a little bit trying to buy some time for that Zealot, but with this many Zerglings, I think Zerg has enough to take out this Zealot.
By the way,
The 90.
can you put on the production tab really quick?
Yeah, it's up.
Oh, it's on now. Oh, okay. It's